in the game for Dallas. Here's Hill after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Hill dishes to George. Hibbert with a screen on Parsons. And George, here we go. And that one's good. In Scola, now 34 years of age, his field goal percentage, Clark, has dropped for 5 straight seasons.
Yeah, and his turnover rate rose last season as well, despite primarily shooting from outside. And I think part of that was the fact that he was a rotational player and a reserve for the first time in his career. He's been a career starter until just last season.
They get it back. That's good.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Now, here is Hill. He passes it to Hibbert. In the corner, Stuckey with it. Hill has the open look. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. 7 points for Hill.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, there was a time not that long ago when Rodney Stuckey was considered a rising star in the NBA, considered a steal with the 15th pick in the 2007 draft. But after back-to-back disappointing seasons, I think it's fair to ask, have we seen the best of Stuckey already?
And the Mavericks making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Now here's Chandler, averaging 6 points per contest, 6 to shoot, and he uses the glass on the layup.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Pacers leading by 10.
And Rodney Stuckey was playing in a contract season. Started last season breaking his thumb in his car door, and that required surgery. He missed the first month, and as a result, he never did get back to the level he had hoped for.
Now here's Stuckey. He's got 6. Here's West. A terrific shot on the turnaround. West has got the lead up to 12 now for the Pacers. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And for Stuckey, not an outside shooter, but his percentage of shots around the basket has dropped for 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, he's not drawing as many fouls. He assisted half the rate he did in 2010-11. Some of it was fit in Detroit. No floor spacing. See if he can get back to playing his brand of basketball.
Now here's West. Mari Stoudemire missing his last shot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, you know, the Mavericks got back into the playoffs last season after missing the playoffs in 13. And this is a team that expects to be a playoff factor. Aside from that one season, they've not missed the playoffs since 2000.
Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Stoudemire. Indiana also making some changes. Rahimi's checked in for Hibbert. And it's C.J. Miles in for George. Indiana leading by 13. West setting the pick for Stuckey. That 3 off the mark.
And you look at the legacy of success for the Mavs. You have to go back to 2000 to find the last time they had a losing season. Even in 2013, what they term a disappointing year, they went 500 in the cutthroat Western Conference. Pretty impressive.
Now Aminu. Following the 3-point attempt by Rodney Stuckey. That's good.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Here's Stuckey. Al-Farouq Aminu picking up that last basket. Here's Miles. Back to Stuckey. West a screen on Parsons. And taken away by Ellis. Ellis, left side. It's up a 3. David West grabs the miss. West has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And you look at how much ownership can impact the team's fortunes. The first 20 years for the Mavericks, they cracked 500 6 times, but they've done it in every season under current ownership.
Well, I know ownership is important, partner, but come on now. They do have Dirk Nowitzki, and he has a lot to do with that winning record as well. But no question about it, the Mavericks are clearly a first-rate franchise, and everybody from ownership on down can take pride in that.
A different look for Dallas. Harris has checked in for Aminu. And Barea subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Indiana also making some changes. Luis Scola, he's checked in for West. Solomon Hill comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Hill. Here is Barea. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 1:31 left in the third. Shot clock at 6. And Mahinmi with the block. Here's Sloan. Scola, a screen on Ellis. Mahinmi down low. Ellis on him. Mahinmi's shot is good. And the Pacers lead by 16. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Also, you can see how they've gotten after it defensively. I mean, the steal totals are really something to admire.
And so here is Dallas following the score by Indiana.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Pass to Hill. Mahinmi kicks to Sloan. Tries from 7. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Mavericks trail by 14. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Harris misses. Here is Mahinmi. Here's the screen. And Sloan kicks to Mahinmi. And stolen by Parsons. Dishes it to Harris. Harris missing again. Good if it goes. No good. And Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because he passes the ball so well, sets up his teammates beautifully, really gets this offense into a nice rhythm.
Delivering the pass important, but putting the pass in the right place for shooters, as you well know, are huge.
Yep, no question.
And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Down low, West and Hibbert. Hill is out there with Hill, and it's George in at the 3 slot. Now here's Parsons. 6 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
That'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Dallas. And Indiana with a change here, too. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Hill. Mavericks trailed by 16. Rondo with it. He's picked up by Hill. Back to Rondo. To the inside. And Parsons slams it in.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir. That may put a little life back into this team.
Now here's West. Elbow shot is on the way. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Pacers lead by 16. Outside Rondo. Stoudemire inside. Covered by Hibbert. Harris misses.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you've just got to recognize it and move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot, no matter what else was going on.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. That's good. Hill's got 4 points now in the quarter.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Rondo against Hill. Rondo kicks to Stoudemire. A baseline J. George with the defensive effort.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Ellis is checked in. Here's Hill. Almost, but it rolls out.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Rondo with it. He's picked up by Hill, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
It's not doing them any favors making those kinds of mistakes.
Especially now. I mean, every possession's so important for him.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Stuckey. Can't hit. Ellis with some nice D.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Parsons passes to Stoudemire. Rondo dishes to Nowitzki. Good work defensively by Stuckey.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Stuckey. Kicks to Hill. Pass to Hibbert. Clock at 6. Stoudemire grabs the board. Mavericks trailed by 18. Rondo with it. Picked up by Stuckey. Rondo drives in. Ellis kicks to Rondo. Stoudemire, the screen. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Rondo against Hill. West passes to Hibbert. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. Outside, George. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
You have to wonder, as we've seen Paul George go from good to great and then from great to fantastic the last couple of seasons, what's his ceiling? I mean, with his size and skill set, there's very little that he can't do on the floor.
Now here's Nowitzki. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 6 assists in the game.
Wow, he's got such a sweet three-point stroke. The way he can shoot it, forcing opposing bigs out on the perimeter, can really open up the lane. Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for the Pacers.
Their superior ball handling. Won it for him here, Clark.
Well, Kevin, when you squeeze the orange, you get more shot opportunities, and that's always a good thing.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
A little bit closer to the win now, and they'll be halfway to a sweep of the season series once they wrap this one up.
That's right. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Paul George. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything really to stop him. And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Now here's Stuckey. Outside, George to the left wing. West to screen on Parsons. And George, here we go. Terrific design on the pick play. And he lays it in. And the Pacers lead by 15.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
Parsons against George. Rondo dishes to Stoudemire. And that one is stuffed right through.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
So that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Villanueva comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Parsons. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Monte Ellis. Here's Sloan. He's covered by Aminu. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch